Speaking on video is not like public speaking. It's not giving a speech. It shares almost nothing in common with the skills that you need to be a good public speaker. What it's like is it is having an intimate one-on-one conversation between the person who is on camera and the person who is watching it. Let that sink in. That's all the stuff we're doing with lights and eyeline and all that kind of stuff. It's all about you as the person speaking, having a one-on-one conversation that feels really authentic and like you guys are both in the same room, having that conversation with the one person watching it. And there might be 50 people watching it, there might be 1,000 people watching it. It doesn't matter. From the point of view of each person who's watching it, it's a one-on-one conversation. Right? Right? Like that's the experience you have hopefully watching me right now, is that it's just you and me, we're chatting. And you're not aware of all the other people. Somebody in Boise, Idaho, somebody in India might be watching this video. But to each of those people and to you, it's having a one-on-one conversation like we're having right now. Hello. And so it sounds really simple, and it is, but getting there is really, really hard. Like it takes a lot of work. It's like a whole suite of skills. It's a whole bunch of different skill sets that you work on until it becomes natural. So I had a client, one-on-one client, a couple years ago actually, and she was this lovely person. She was a therapist who was wanting to become a coach online, and she was very much an introvert, but like a really lovely, smart, confident person. When she was doing therapy, when she was one-on-one in a room with somebody, she had friends, was just a lovely communicator. But you put a camera on, and she just like froze up, and was just like, it was just really, she was anxious, and she kind of lost a sense of herself for a while. Like it wasn't about like her being empathetic and caring about the other person. It was just like she was just like freaked out and like, who am I? Why am I doing this? Why am I like, who is gonna ever watch this? Who do I think I am? What am I doing with my hands? What am I doing with my eyes? All that kind of stuff. And she was just like completely so disconnected from like the lovely, fully formed human being that she normally was. And that I had actually gotten to know from working with her one-on-one. I'm like, oh, you're not this crazy person. It's just all of a sudden you turn a camera on, and it can be really scary and disorienting. And so that's basically all the stuff that we do here, and all the stuff that I worked with her on, is to get you to the place where it really genuinely feels like when you are on camera that you're having a conversation. It feels like you're sharing who you authentically are, that you're showing up as the regular, real, best version of yourself. And it even feels like a little bit of like a community. Like when you're connecting with people when you're doing a video. It's not this weird thing that you're doing in your basement where you're talking and saying speeches at the camera and feeling weird about it, right? Because it sometimes feels like that. But the goal of this is to get to the point where it genuinely feels like, not just looks like, but it genuinely feels like to you that you are connecting with the person watching. And that person who's watching is a potential client or is an actual client. And you're building trust so that when you finally talk to the person on the phone or meet them in person or on a Zoom call or something, the person who's been watching your videos feels like they already know you, because they do already know you, because you have been authentic and transparent and showing who you are on camera in a way that's really natural. And it really is a legitimate way of building trust.